Hey guys, so today I'm going to be telling you about all of the books coming out in August that I'm most excited about. There are 3 of them this month and they're all very different from one another, so I'm really excited about all of these. So the first one is called Heretics Anonymous and it's by Katie Henry. I think I scrawled the name Katie really fast and in really bad handwriting when I was writing these down, so I'm not sure if it's Katie. This book comes out on the 7th of August and it's a YA contemporary novel. This one I saw first mentioned on Emma Books' channel. I will link her review of this book down below because that is basically what sold me on it and made me want to read it. This one is about a boy called Michael who ends up having to go to a Catholic school. He ends up falling in with a group of outcasts and I think they kind of band together to try and expose the school's hypocrisies or something, but it just sounds really interesting. I love the idea of a bunch of different kids with all different backgrounds and identities and beliefs coming together. Anything that is kind of based around people's beliefs and things like that, where there could be potential for some philosophical discussion. I'm all for that. It's especially nice to see in YA because I feel like young people talking about this kind of thing is not necessarily something that's always out there, so I'm really looking forward to this one. It sounds amazing and you should definitely go watch Emma's review if you haven't seen it already. A lot of you probably have, but it sounds really good. The next book that I'm looking forward to is called Toil and Trouble and it's 15 different short stories. It's a collection that's edited by Jessica Spotswood, who I think has edited a bunch of other different short story anthologies in the past as well. So this one is a YA fantasy short story anthology. There's a bunch of different authors. I actually haven't heard of any of these authors this time, but this one comes out on August 28th. The kind of theme of the short stories, as you can probably guess, is witches. It also says that all of the stories are told from a feminist perspective, which is interesting as well. So yeah, sounds good to me, and I've been really into witchy kind of stories this year, so I'm excited for this one. The final book that I'm looking forward to this month is called Rust and Stardust and it's by T. Greenwood. It comes out on the 7th of August as well. This is a historical fiction novel. It's kind of true crime in a way, but told in a fictional way, I guess, and it's about the actual kidnapping that apparently inspired Vladimir Nabokov to write his famous classic novel Lolita, and that is a really disturbing novel. If any of you guys have read it, you'll know what I mean. It's told from the perspective of a pedophile. This one sounds like it's told from the perspective of the girl who was kidnapped. So she steals something from a Woolworths or some kind of store like that, and a man sees her doing it and he tells her that he's an FBI agent or something, so he could have her arrested if he wanted to, so basically forces her to go with him in that way. And she ends up traveling, I think, like across the country with him or something, and the story explores how it affects her. I think she's like 11 years old at the time. How it affects her, how it affects her family and like everyone that she knows. So I'm really curious for this one. I didn't realize that Lolita was inspired by a true story, so I'm curious to read this other book, which is also fictional but based probably closer to the true story than Lolita was. So I'm interested in this one. Any kind of fiction novel that's based around true crime, I'm probably going to be interested in it. And this one was set in, I think, 1948 or something like that, so it has that bit of historical fiction as well, which would be interesting. So those are all of the books that I'm looking forward to reading this month. If you've read any of them already, let me know that in the comments down below, or if you plan on picking them up, let me know that as well. And any other books that are coming out this month that I haven't mentioned, tell me about those in the comments as well, because I'm always looking for more books to add to my never-ending TBR. If you haven't already, you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and friend me on Goodreads if you want to keep up with what I'm reading all of the time, and I'll see you guys with another video in a couple days. Bye.